Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Anton Obey, and welcome to 5 Figures, episode 100. I don't really know if you want to call them episodes. I just know that I never thought I would make it to 100 of these. I thoroughly enjoy these. Of all the videos I make, I have to say these are my favorites. 5 Figures is just an idea I had to just look at 5 random figures in no particular order or reason, and they could be old or new or whatever. And anyway, this is the 100th episode of 5 Figures, and today we are going to look at what's easily the best 5 figures I've bought in the entire year. Now, some of these are old, some of these are new, but we'll just go through them. And I think we're going to start with Lion-O here. Now, this is not the Super 7 Lion-O. I really am not crazy about the Super 7 figures as much as I was the Matty Collector. So I actually tracked down and got the Matty Collector version because I like the hip joints better. And then just something about them, I liked them better. And I did finally track down and I got myself Matty Collector, Third Earth Lion-O. Not the Super 7 Lion-O, but the Mattel Third Earth one. And he is got his flaws. A lot of people complain about the face sculpt and everything like that. I personally love him. I think he's great all the way around. The cat's claw looks a little weird. I've got all of his accessories stored, elsewhere. I just wanted to bring him out because it was one of those figures that was like, I love this guy. I mean, it's Lion-O. How could you not love Lion-O? Anyway, he's fantastic. What else did I get? Well, the next one I'm going to look at is Slash. This is a fairly recent pickup. And I think these are actually sitting in my Walmart right now. But this is the Archie Ninja Turtle Comics version of Slash. My all-time favorite version of Slash. This is the Slash who is kind of like the anti-hero villain guy. You always ended up rooting for him. And he ends up giving his life to save the Mutanimals and the Ninja Turtles in a big story arc. And it's just, he was an impressive character. By far my favorite rendition of Slash. So when I saw the Archie Adventure Series version of Slash from Ninja Turtles, it was a no-brainer. I grabbed it and took it home. I don't even like NECA figures, but this one, it was just, there's no way I could pass on it. It was just too perfect a time. I was feeling the nostalgia, and yep, had to get me the Slash. Speaking of nostalgia that bites deep and hard and won't let go of your soul. Next up would be this Bebop figure, which I purchased myself for Christmas this year. This is a Super 7 Bebop, the Super 7's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates. This is, I never thought I'd get into these. I had like the April. It was actually the last video I did. Actually, that was the name of it. I didn't think I would ever get any more. I wasn't that impressed with it. I ended up getting this, and wow, it is so much more than I could have ever thought it could be, and I absolutely love it. I run with the pink face and the closed fist because, when you look back and watch the cartoon, they really didn't have weapons in their hands that often. And, as far as the character's design, it's not accurate to the cartoon. It's not accurate to the comic. It's not accurate to anything except for the figure itself. And that is what I had the most connection with. So just to have a beautiful, perfect replication of that figure that I loved, it's just more than I could say. This Bebop totally rules. He's definitely my favorite villain and probably one of my favorite characters from the Ninja Turtles cartoon, period, which is weird, but it is what it is. So that's Bebop. Next up, let's get this gal out of the road. This, I am not like super strong on the game, but this is from, shoot, let me get that out of there. Let's get her unmounted. This is a Storm Collectibles. Shoot, what the heck is the name of this game? I totally forgot. Golden Axe. Sorry, I've been playing a lot of beat 'em ups and I was getting like confused. This is a figure that, okay, I love figures that ride beasts, have their own mounts and stuff like that. Have ever since He-Man and I was a little kid. Oh, I've just disconnected his neck. We'll put that back on there. There you go, Blue Dragon. But this is Tyris Flare, whose name I could remember, and I couldn't remember Golden Axe. From that video game, a weird outfit. I've always thought this was a weird outfit because it is a bikini on a medieval, like, warrior with red boots. It just seemed like a really odd combination. However, I mean, there's no denying that this is not a gorgeous figure. Maybe a little on the risque side, but ooh, her hair is nice and soft. Notice that. It's different pieces there. Wow. Anyway, this is a figure I always put as out of my price range. It's not going to happen. But right around the Christmas time, this thing came up on sale, literally half off, brand new. And so where normally this is like a $120 figure, this with the dragon ride was $60. And there's just no way I can pass on that. That is just too sweet of a deal. That is too amazing. And of course, because it's a Storm Collectibles figure, it's an awesome figure. The articulation is amazing. I've gotten a couple recently from Storm Collectibles, and they are just an amazing figure. So the weird body flaps keep catching on the thighs, and that makes it look a little odd. But you know what? Other than that, this is really a nice figure. I'm very, very pleased with it. I don't think Blue Dragon has a name other than just Blue Dragon. Most people don't know as Tyris Flare, but at least not in the game. Not until the figures came out. I couldn't remember her name was Tyris Flare. The mount, the dragon itself, is awesome. A lot of detail work on this thing. A thing of beauty. And the combination of dragon and lady is this figure from, this is another NECA figure. And I really didn't want to get it, but it just, every time I would see this thing, it just kept calling to me and it just kept killing me. It's Demona from Gargoyles. I mean, you got this, I love that detail. Metal anklet that just free floats around the ankle. Like I said, I don't like NECA that much. I'm always wiggy about them breaking. Not my favorite figure company at all. But this one, I just couldn't. It's such a tragic character and such a tragic story. I couldn't not get it. And I loved Gargoyles. I wasn't totally into it, but I always had a soft spot for Demona because she was, as they all got frozen and locked in time, she was one who was left to roam on her own. And the wingspan on this thing, just everything about it just screamed, you know, you need that. That is really, that's a good one. And, you know, I used to have some other figures with wings like Sauron and some stuff like that. Figures that are very expensive nowadays. But they are figures I no longer have. So I do have room on the shelf for a few different ones. Can you ride that, please? So those are the amazing figures I have picked up this last year. Most of them right around the holidays. Lion-O I got much earlier in the year, but all of these were acquired this year, and they are my favorite figures that I've gotten this year, and I am super happy with them. And that's why they are my 5 figures for my 100th 5-figure video, and I am just I'm having a lot of fun with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you later. Thank you. Bye.